Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, 2-0 to the Arsenal at Crystal Palace yesterday, and what can I say about the game? We all was going to that game thinking to ourselves, 5-0, 4-0, 6-0. I remember me and my cameraman, we were driving down and we were trying to predict the score, and we were talking in terms of 3, 4, 5. My brother called me up about half an hour before the game with a little joke, and he said to me, he goes, "Oh, are we 2-0 up yet?" I mean, that's how confident we were, and we were overconfident because we all know what the Premier League's like. Even when a club's down near the bottom, especially when a club's just lost their manager, every player is fighting for their job, really. And that's what Palace did. They came, they were very well organised at the start. You saw they were completely different to how Dortmund played the other day, where Dortmund were pressing us and harrying us in their own half. Crystal Palace just sat back and said, "Here, you lot come. We're just going to be compact, well organised, and you're going to have to break us down." They didn't show a lot of ambition to start off with. We had loads and loads of possession, but didn't really hurt them. And you know what these games are like. Crystal Palace grew in confidence and started to get a bit more on the ball and started to have a few chances. And half-time, 0-0, lots of fans were very disappointed, thought that Arsenal's performance was below par. They looked a bit tired, you know, Champions League game during the week. Palace obviously have had a week and were a lot fresher. But full credit to Arsenal. Looks to me like they must have got some sort of a rollicking at half-time from the manager. They came out in the second half and they put in a very good performance. The penalty, well done to Gnabry, showed a bit of a guile, you know, took on the defender. You know, the defender's very clumsy. Arteta dispatches the penalty. Then the controversial sending off. Now, in my books, I didn't even think that was a sending off, because I don't think that it was a deliberate attempt by Arteta to bring Chamakh down. They just, if you watch it, they just come together. That's what they do. They just come together, and Chamakh, you know, he went over a bit easy. But it was, to me, at worst, yellow card. But I don't even think it was a yellow card, to be honest. And I just think it was very, very harsh to send off Arteta. But full credit, Wojciech Szczesny pulled off a couple of brilliant saves to keep us in the game. And then after that, we had all the best chances. And ultimately, credit to Olivier Giroud. Wasn't having a very good game yesterday. Missed a couple of quite decent chances earlier on. But he turned up with the winner. His run to get on the end of that header was, you got to watch it again. It shows the commitment of this guy, that in the closing stages of the game, he's going to bust his gut to get into that box to bury that header. And he's the main man for Arsenal at the moment. Olivier Giroud. And 2-0 to the Arsenal. In the end, a very, very good 3 points away from home in a London derby against a team that are fighting for their lives. So I was very happy with it. Let's see what you thought about it. Let's start off with Luquian Jobon Jr. It's always some hard name to pronounce that's going to throw me off straight away, but I hope I pronounced it right. He said, players seem tired, but in the end, 3 points in the bag is all that matters. And I agree with you. He says Szczesny was the man of the match. James Farley, he also says that as well. He says Szczesny was the man of the match. Sanya also performed well. Ozil Ramsey looked fatigued, and great away fans as well. I thought Sanya as well played very, very well. Sanya and Gibbs, the two fullbacks yesterday, were very, very good. And Monreal when he came on, and also Jack Wilshere. I was very pleased with their performances. Ame Indamar says, I thought Jack did well. He's saying the same thing. Did very well coming on. He was composed and didn't fly into challenges. Nobody seems to notice that. Well, I noticed that as well, Ame. So, you know, I thought Jack Wilshere as well did very well when he came on. Amir Babakre says, happy with the 3 points, but I hope to see Vermaelen playing soon. Now, there's rumours that Vermaelen, you know, because he's not getting a game, wants to move away in a World Cup year. I say this, Thomas Vermaelen, you were captain last season. You were the main man in that defence, and you didn't play well, and you lost your position, and you're going to have to earn it back. You don't just earn a move away. earn back your position. And from what I've heard, sounds coming out of Arsenal, is that he wants to do that. So he'll play on Tuesday. So we'll see how he's progressed since last season. November 11th says Szczesny really worked hard and deserved his man of the match, but also Giroud kept on going even when we were frustrated. He says, "Come on, you Gunners." Orzola says, I like that name, Orzola. He says, well, we did what we needed to do. We did the job and we got 3 points. Pretty basic. Amp says, Flamini is missing and we still miss a quality striker. I'm going to talk about a video later on from a fan who wasn't too happy with Olivier Giroud. AFC Fisher says, we're on top form. It wasn't glamorous. He said, sorry, Wojciech Szczesny was on top form. It wasn't a glamorous game, but got the 3 points. And that's what winning teams do. True. Jack says, we bounced back from Dortmund and got 3 points after a tricky game, especially with the sending off, which wasn't. I agree with that. And Sanya was man in the match. A lot of people forget that. We played a lot of that game with 10 men. Remember that. I know it's Crystal Palace. 10 men. Flirt Zuka says, I love the way we're winning, even when we don't play good. That's the attitude of a big team that we hadn't had in years. A lot of people saying that. Mark Stern says, a game that we would have drawn or lost in years gone by. Never a red card. Great fighting performance. Bring on the next 4 weeks. Yeah, we got that hard November coming up. And I'm going to do this one as the last one. There's so many here. Guna Language says, to win after not such a great performance shows character. If Manchester United do that, then it's a sign of champions. And that is very true. Now, we've done it. And it was a pleasing performance. And just before I forget, we did a little predictor before the game where we said we'd give away one of the brand new Run AFC hoodies, which are in our shop, if you want to buy one of those. The winner of that competition was Reese Guna 25. He predicted the score. Quite a few people predicted 2-0, but we picked it out of the hat. And Reese Guna 25 on YouTube, you're the winner of that competition. Get in contact with us, send us a direct message, and we'll get that Run AFC hoodie over to you. Remember, there's loads of hoodies in the shop. This is the new Guna one. I'm loving this one, all right? So there's many selections of those. You can get all those in the shop. But getting back to the game, and the videos after the game, 2 videos to look out for from yesterday's game. Number one, an Arsenal fan, Guna, who's a magician, who after I interviewed him said he wanted to show me a magic trick, and he changed his shirt. I still can't get my head around it. You've got to watch that video, how he changes his shirt. It is still blowing my mind. So check that video out. And also, controversial video of the weekend, a fan that we interviewed who wasn't very happy with Olivier Giroud. Now, according to this fan, Olivier Giroud is a waste of space. Look, listen, I was looking through some of the comments yesterday, and a lot of fans saying, why we interview this guy? Why we get this guy any time? You know? Now listen, this is Arsenal Fan TV. We are here for the fans. Not every fan's going to have the same opinion. We want to give fans a chance for them to express their opinions. No, it weren't like some people said a mock-up. This is what the guy thought. He does not rate Olivier Giroud. I rate Olivier Giroud. Most people know that he's our best striker at the moment, that he's been doing brilliant for us. But this guy doesn't rate him. Now, listen, he's an Arsenal fan. He goes to games. He was at the game yesterday at Crystal Palace, so that shows that he's an Arsenal fan that goes to away games. He's entitled to his opinion, and we're Arsenal Fan TV, and we express people's opinion. We're not, the Stasi. We're not in Cuba where we're going to say, no, you can't say that. We're going to censor that. That's his opinion. I don't agree with his opinion, but that's his opinion, and he's entitled to express it. And you got to watch that video, see what you think. I know that there are some fans out there that they don't rate Olivier Giroud. They think he's just an okay striker. I think he's a very, very, very good striker. He's not Thierry Henry, but he's a different type of striker. And what I liked about Olivier Giroud yesterday is that if he was watching that game, he wasn't having his greatest of game. A lot of the flicks weren't coming off. He had a header earlier on in the game, which he missed, which I thought he should have buried. But you know what? When I saw that guy bursting his gut, in the 88th minute or whatever it was, to get on the end of that cross by Ramsey to bury the winner. Remember, the winner. Listen, that is top class. There's many other players that we've had where their heads just drop. They have a bad game and then that's it. Remember Gervinho? All the talent in the world, but if he starts a game and his head drops, that's the end of him. But Olivier Giroud is a fighter, and I love that guy leading Arsenal's team. And there's some of the work that he does off the ball as well is absolutely incredible. So I'm an Olivier Giroud fan. However, if somebody wants to express an opinion where they don't like Giroud, we're Arsenal Fan TV. We're not biased. We're for the fans, by the fans. Some fans' opinions differ to yours. We need to hear them as well. And that's why we put out a video. Check it out and see if you agree with him. All right? Don't forget to subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV. We're really appreciating the subscribers. You know what? At the end of this week, it will be 1 year. 1 year since Arsenal Fan TV has been broadcasting. We're going to be doing a lot of special stuff, so look out for that. Thank you very much for following us, for watching all of our videos, and we hope that you maintain that, and we're just going to improve and get better and better with your help. Support us with the shop, that helps us a lot. And, well, it's onwards and upwards. This is the month that they're all talking about. November, we got Chelsea, we got Man United, we got Dortmund away, we got Liverpool at home next week. It's easy. It's easy. I'm glad we're celebrating in this month because I've got a feeling this is going to be a big month for Arsenal. Arsenal Fan TV, clocking out. We'll be there on Tuesday night. Chelsea at home. Bring on the big ones.
Respect that they deserve, to be perfectly honest, and I didn't think so. Everyone was putting like 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. I didn't think that at all. I had a lot less modest bet. I won't say it now because I lost, but at the end of the day, I thought that I had a feeling that because they lost their manager, they're actually going to give it their all. People thought they're going to collapse because of it, but I thought, you know, what else I got to fight for now? But these are the type of results that we were saying that you want to grind out, get these results. It is a derby at the end of the day. It's not an easy thing, London derbies, and you know what? These are the type of things that will win us trophies and leagues. When you play quite bad, and to be honest, we were quite dire, and you get the 3 points, that is what makes a difference between season to season and games and winning things. And I think, you know,
playing like they did against Norwich last week, you're always going to have a little bit of a dip after that. And it's going to be a little bit unsure as well after how it went against Dortmund on Tuesday night. So, like, again, they didn't want to be losing anything. New manager there, all right, only a caretaker manager, but it's like, do the job, and that's what we've done.
Now, you know what? I was in the ground and I was thinking, I cannot wait to get outside to see Bully to ask him about the referee today. Because I know you've always got opinions on referees. Now, number one, first off, what I thought, you know, all right, I was far away from it, but it looked to me to be a penalty.
You mean when the player was laying down and then just grabbed hold of it as
to
if
catch
he was
the ball.
cuddling it? Like, yeah.
And
It looked like he thought that was his pillow and just pulled it in to lay his head on it.
And then the second one.